Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Hi, guys. How's everyone doing this Sunday? We thought we would do it a little bit earlier. I know that we have a few people that are over there in Scotland, also the
Yes.
UK, and the time difference stops them from being able to check in on the live stream. So we thought we would do it a bit earlier.
Yeah,
So,
it's been a few weeks as well, so
yeah,
maybe overdue.
yeah. We've been very, very busy. So for those of you that have been following along on our videos and then also on our Facebook page, you will know that we had 3 litters and now a 4th litter. So everyone is doing very, very well.
Yeah, doing really good.
Yeah. So who do we have online here? Bernadette. Hey, Bernadette.
Hey.
Carol Mackenzie.
Hi, Carol.
Lori. Hey, Lori. And Darlene. Hey, Darlene. The usual people. There's Miriam.
Hey, Miriam.
Hello, hello, you busy bees.
Yes.
It's been busy.
It has been busy.
Yeah, it's gonna get busier. We got the spring weather coming.
Yep. Yeah, it's beautiful today. I don't know what you guys have your weather. If it's as warm as what it is here, but it is gorgeous today with 14 degrees outside. So it's really nice outside. So
yeah, it's getting us thinking about springtime.
Gardens and
gardens. Yep, I got out on the tractor and got the rototiller all hooked up.
Good.
I got a little bit done, but the ground's still somewhat frozen, so I wasn't able to fully do it, and which is okay.
Yeah.
I got some done, but then I remembered that I can't do it all because I'm going to want to put a YouTube video.
Yeah.
People are going to want to be watching and seeing how the tractor's doing. You know, it's interesting. Our tractor video, the one about me going back to the bush and hauling logs, it suddenly just went, it was kind of going up gradually. The regular people that watch it, now all of a sudden it went up.
It's really hitting off. People are watching a lot more. So
yeah, I think there's 100 views a day, which for us is a small channel. That's quite good. So
yeah, so we said, we need to get more tractor videos, and if people are interested in that too. And I was out this morning, and we have one of the garden boxes that we had set up last year. It's got a lot of weeds in there, so I started tilling some of it out and pulling the weeds, and I went, I should really have the camera going for this.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
It's funny. Everything you do now that we have the YouTube channel, you go, should I have the camera rolling for this?
Just making, it might not be anything over exciting, but like you guys are, if you guys are interested in seeing what we're doing, we want to keep you guys in the loop for sure. So.
Yeah. So feel free while we're chatting here. We're just chatting here, trying to fill some time, and so it's not dead air. But if you have questions or comments or whatever, shoot them in the comments so we can talk about them. But for today, we thought we would do the litter introduction.
Yeah.
So Poppy had her litter.
Yeah.
You want to tell them numbers and?
Yes. So she had a big litter. She actually had 11 puppies. We did lose 2, so we have 9, and they're all doing fantastic. But yeah, she was doing really, really good. She was I did not think she had that many in there though. My guess was like, she looks kind of around the same size as Sierra, so maybe it'll be about 7 or 8. And no, she just kept going and going and going and going.
Yeah, this is for those that don't know, this is Poppy's first litter.
Yes.
So generally a first litter will be a smaller number. And so for her to have 11 puppies, even though 2 didn't make it, that's a very big litter. Yeah,
and especially a first litter too, to lose a couple, it's not really that surprising.
No, it is
sad
normal.
And it's not very nice, but it's not very surprising really.
Yeah, we lost them. It was, right shortly after birth.
It was weird.
One of them, Nicola, she gave birth to the puppy. The puppy took 1.5 breaths and then just stopped breathing and died.
Yeah.
Which we've never had. So we don't ever autopsy them or anything, but you assume that there just wasn't something right internally and something.
Yeah, and I try, I rub them down and try to get them breathing, and especially with the first litter, Poppy, she was doing good, but you have to help them out the first litter. And so I was really rubbing it down, kind of drain the fluid, and I just couldn't get the pup coming back. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the rest of them are doing really, really good. They're actually doing well.
Yeah, we can.
Right now.
Lori says, can we see our Sally? Yes. Yep. We'll grab them.
Yeah, we will get to that
in a bit for sure. How do you handle so many puppies with all the litters? It's busy.
It is busy.
It's really, really busy. Yeah, we have a good setup involved that we can, we can keep them apart, we can keep them separated, we can keep them all, and it's a lot of work. Nicola's full-time all the time. It's a full-time job for her. And actually I just went into my work and said, look, we are so super busy. And I requested to go down to three days a week, unless they're crazy busy and they need me. But so yeah, it stays very busy. Genders. Nicola left. She thought she had to sneeze, but you didn't want to sneeze on them and spread the COVID. So Carol saying, what genders? I don't know if she was asking which one passed away or the gender of the 9.
The 9 that we have 3 females and the rest are males.
So typical.
A lot of boys.
There's a few people that have been saying, we'll wait until the next one. We want a female. Yeah. And specific, they want a female. So isn't it typical? You get 3. Yeah. Out of the 9, you get 3. But that's what we always say. We say, hey, you can't control.
You can't control that part. Yeah, we just have to do what we can do.
Yeah, it is what it is. Young XL and C, welcome. I don't think I've seen you on the live stream that I can remember of. What's this question about the Welsh Springer Spaniels pair you got last year? Will you be breeding them in 2022 or 2023 for the first litter? It'll be 2022 before they are bred. Welsh, we want to wait until autumn is 2 before we're breeding them. And then we'll have them to the vet, make sure everything's good to go. And so it'll be 2022.
Yeah.
Brando on the go. Excuse me.
Sorry.
Do we have any memorable dog deliveries to customers? That's a good question, actually. Yeah, a few. We've had a couple. Which one are you? Think of one. So recently I flew a puppy to Rockcliffe Airport, which is near Ottawa. So for those that don't know, I have my pilot's license. So I arranged to have 2 puppies flown. I was going to fly one to Ottawa and then go on from Ottawa to Timmins. We were able to successfully meet up with the people in Ottawa and attempted to make it into Timmins, but ended up getting turned around. We ended up hitting a wall of snow and couldn't go. So we ended up turning around with the puppy. So that puppy's name was Sky, or is Sky. I said, well, it's quite appropriate. She has spent a lot of time in the sky. Right. And so we ended up meeting up with our customer there. We drove to, I think it was around Vaughan or Toronto, met with them. So that's their second puppy of ours that they got. So any chance there is any liver males in Poppy's litter? No? Oh, is that what she's waiting for? Do you want, well, I don't know if we have.
Can we stretch that camera?
Yeah, let me see if Poppy is right here.
Maybe she turns around.
Yeah, I don't think the camera's gonna get much further than that. Oh yeah, here it goes.
Here she is.
So there's the puppies.
And usually when you go in to move the puppies, because I'll move them over to her, she like crawls in a ball around them. She's like, no, don't touch my puppies.
Yeah, do you want to show them the genders and the colors that we do have?
So this looks like possibly a Ron. Sometimes the Rons take a couple of days. Yeah, that's a Ron for sure.
So am I?
Try Ron male. Here is a black tri female. Looks like another blue tri male. I think we got 2 or 3 blue tri males. Maybe we'll have to start with the ones that are in here. That looks like a blue tri female. Oops. Yeah, this one actually I thought I only had black tri females, but I think that one's wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no liver.
No liver. So yeah, it's
Yeah, Angus
is very black gene dominant.
Yeah, it's very surprising because they are capable of producing liver pups put with a liver female, but it's yeah, he's just not wanting to do it for us.
Yeah, so our next pairing we're gonna make sure liver and liver.
Yeah, so I got the next litter is liver. That's actually pepperoni, so there will be liver in there and possibly some reds. We've only ever had in those litters. We've only ever had 1 to each litter that's red, so a red sable, and then yeah.
Yep, we'll see what.
So hopefully there won't be any black in that. So
yeah, so let's see.
Catch up on questions.
Yeah, some people have been asking questions, so that's awesome. It's funny. I watch a few live streams. There's a couple channels I watched. One called Doug Linker. He does a lot of crafts and does some camping and stuff, but crafts mainly, some carving. So I'll watch his live stream, and then also another one very similar to our name. It's Good Simple Living, and they are a homesteading type group. And I watch their lives, and their chat's just scrolling. Like they have, they'll have 2,000-3,000 people on their live stream. But here I am. I've got 10 comments, and I'm all giddy and excited. So young, excellent. We'll be reaching out shortly. My Brittany Spaniel needs a playmate. Oh yeah,
nice.
You know what? In the description, I didn't put our email address. It's O'Shea Springers, plural with an S, at outlook.com. So actually, yeah, I can type it out there. Yeah, you can contact us there. There's 4 people that have placed a deposit already on the Welsh. We're willing to take up to 6 per litter, just because generally they'll have 6, but we don't want to overpromise and underdeliver. We'd rather underpromise and overdeliver for sure.
And have a few available.
Some members. God bless you, thank you. You have the most beautiful dogs. Can't wait until I can get one from you someday.
Aww.
We play to win. I have not seen the name. Whereabouts are you from? If you're new to the chat, introduce yourself. Let us know where you're from.
Yeah.
We have quite a few regulars that we were able to pick out their names.
Yeah. And
remember. Lori's laughing. I can't remember what she's laughing on. We're a bit behind, but how many litters are you expecting in March and April?
We have, so we have the 4 that were due for March. We have them just now. Yeah, they're born. And then we have 2 more coming in April. Yeah. And then after that, we're just waiting for girls to go into heat.
Yeah.
For the litters after that.
Yeah, we know based on their previous cycles and us having skipped 2, and we know generally when we can expect them to come into heat. So for people that are leaving deposits, we're pretty good at giving a pretty good timeline of when people can expect to get a puppy from us. And quite often they're getting it before, because like I said, we only take 6 deposits on a litter, and they'll have 8, 9. So that obviously bumps people ahead, and then certain people will want a certain gender, a certain color, so they'll pass and wait. I think on the last litter, we ended up getting 14, 15 people further down the list than what we had thought.
Just because a couple were based on time and they just wanted to wait a little bit longer. Some, I think because we only got a couple of females and they went really quick, people wanted to wait for females, and then color, we had a few people say about liver. And then other people were just like, "Oh, I'm just not ready yet." So it's that's what can happen. You can go through the list in people aren't ready or we don't have what they want.
Yeah.
And that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
We are okay with that.
Bernadette's saying it's too blurry. Oh, sorry, Bernadette. It was really crisp and clear on our screen here, so that tells me it's our data connection that is slow. We're working on possibly getting different internet. We're thinking we're going to get ExploreNet, and then it kind of beams the signal in. So hopefully that helps with it. Nothing better than a puppy for too long. What are English Springer Spaniels motivated by? Food. Well, I'd say mostly affection and food.
Praise. They love.
Yep.
If they're making you happy, they're happy, and so they want to do more to make you happy. They're definitely food driven too. A lot of them. They're not picky eaters usually.
Yeah. It's funny we say that, but we have a dog named Holly. She just got brought back to us from another home that wasn't working out. So she's 3, and she's a sweetheart. I just love her. I said to Nicola,
she's so sweet.
We might be keeping Holly and having her in the house with us 24/7 and having her as our pet. She's a sweetheart. But the reason I brought it up is she likes her food, but she likes carrots and cucumbers. Like, we can give her a little piece of pizza crust. She's not interested, but you give her a carrot and she will do.
As soon as you go to the fridge, she's like, oh, we were getting carrots. And she came after, and like she just loves them.
Yeah. So
whereas we gave her a chip and she kind of looked at us like, what's that? Why are you giving me this?
So affection. They love praise and affection, but they also can be food.
Yeah. Usually Springers will eat anything. They're not usually picky eaters. Holly is an exception, I think.
Yeah, definitely. Kaya, yes, in Poppy's litter. We did know that. Thanks. Thank you. Oh, they're from Moncton, New Brunswick.
Oh, cool.
We have a few puppies out there in Moncton, New Brunswick.
Yeah.
We have he's an RCMP officer, actually.
Oh, they're
in New Moncton?
I thought they were Halifax.
Could be Halifax.
But Kaylee's out there. She's got Freya and Fitz.
Right.
And they're in Moncton.
Yep.
I believe. Maybe I'm wrong. But...
Jamie Lynn Watt says, can't wait to meet our Winston.
I should be keeping track of
yes.
Here.
Yeah. Nicola, keep track. She's got her notes there already, who's here. So if you're here and you're getting a puppy from us, let us know, and then that way we'll write it down, and then we'll show you the pup. Although Bernadette's saying it's not focusing. Sorry guys if it's not focusing. It's very clear on our screen. So unfortunately the data, we're not going to be able to do anything about it. Miriam said, in the first 8 weeks of the pup's life, do you do any desensitization to loud noises? I don't think we did. It's not loud noises, just normal noises.
Yeah, not anything deliberate.
Vacuum cleaners.
Yeah, we have those kind of things going. Our house is not a quiet house. We, even in here, like we use like the birds, they're always chattering. Where they're in, they're used to hearing noises. We've got heaters running and stuff. So it's not like it's dead silent. So they are used to hearing a lot of noises. And sometimes, I guess, when we bathe them, we put the hair dryer on them. But like those things, I don't do deliberate things, but it's certainly, they are introduced to stuff.
Yeah. This is the first live stream I've been able to catch, but have been watching your videos for some time now. Oh, very cool. That's awesome. I live here in Kentucky, I believe it's KY, on some acreage, and lost my Springer in 2018. Hope to be ready for another. Oh, sorry to hear that. That's hard. Yeah, we have a lot of people. Before we had a lot of people contacting us from the States. Now even more so with the YouTube channel. And they'll contact us and ask about pups. Right now it's difficult to get a puppy from us just because the border's closed. We had a couple people that we already had arranged. They'd chosen a puppy before this border crossing, before COVID changed everything. And we were able to get it across, but it's kind of a pain. So yeah, hopefully things get back to normal and people can come back over from the States.
Mm-hmm.
The Springer world down in the States is busy. It's hard to find a Springer down in there. And
yeah, we've had quite a lot of people contact us even recently.
Yep. Do we have an opinion on whether or not a raw meat diet is good for dogs? Do you have an opinion? I have an opinion.
I think it's very good.
Yeah.
I would say it's very good for dogs. If you can, I mean, it is more expensive than buying kibble.
Ish.
Yeah, ish.
They eat, people that feed their dogs raw, like my brother, he feeds his dogs. He has 2 dogs. And he feeds them raw.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, it's more expensive per quantity, but they eat less of it because there's more nutrients in it.
Yeah.
But it does cost more.
Yeah, it does cost a little more. One thing I would say that is, if you are considering it, wait until the dog is a lot older. I know a lot of people, they want to go out and put the puppy straight onto raw. It's not a good idea for them to do it until they're, I would say, around about 8 or 9 months before you introduce them to raw, if you are going to do raw. But other than that, it's really good for them, because a lot of it's getting them eating vegetables as well, right? As well as the raw meat. And that's really good for them to have that kind of diet.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well done. Hello, Dexter's doing well. We love him so much. Aw, that's cute. The image very clear. Okay, good.
Okay.
Clear for me. Awesome. Bernadette, we have Bernadette
I wrote you
down.
down. I'm writing people down who's here, and then
Yep.
we can kind of toward the end.
Jamie Lynn, Bernadette, Miriam, and Lori J. We have written down.
Danny's here too. Danielle.
Perfect. We got Sophie, Bernadette. Actually, why don't you go grab a couple of them? Just then at the so then at the end it's
Okay.
yeah. Grab a couple. We'll hold on to them.
I think I have the same letter.
Yeah. We'll grab some puppies. Miriam says, awesome, a friend asked me about that and I had never thought of desensitization, but I figured it was lively enough at your place. Yes, with the kiddos and all the other animals. Yep, between the kids running around and all the other dogs and the filters for the aquarium running, and there's enough noise around. They're used to having noise. Danny, we were lucky to get moved up the list. So excited to get Duke in April. Yeah, so Danny, you would have been one of the ones where we had said, oh, well, we're expecting to get here. And then people before had passed. And then you, like we say, we always allow people to pick a puppy based on the order that the deposit was received, the date that it was received. And then that's the fairest way of doing it. So if they passed before you, then we go on to the next and the next and then the next. We were finding that because we had told people, X month, they just weren't ready for it. They weren't expecting a puppy so soon. So then they passed and further down the list. But this season that we are in, people are always working from home now, and people not going out on vacations and having some extra money to spend. We're finding that there's no shortage of people that are looking for a puppy. And ever since us starting to do the YouTube channel, for sure not any shortage of people looking for a puppy, which is fantastic. We're so appreciative of that. Miriam, if Tika is up for a little appearance, we'd love to catch a glimpse of her. Yes. Yep, we've got you down there. So Miriam, are your kids there watching? Miriam is from Quebec, so she speaks French. Her children speak French. They'll send us some videos of them speaking French, and my French isn't good. I always say in French class, I learned a couple of things. Je m'appelle Jamie. Comment t'appelles-tu? That was it. And puis-je aller à toilette, s'il vous plaît? So I could get out of French class. So that's it for my French. Pretty well. But yeah. While we're waiting here, thanks to those bought us coffee. We had a couple people buy us coffee. We had one person, I'm not sure who it was, Cindy Smith, I'm not sure the name, bought us coffee and said for Callie's birthday. So had $10 on there for Callie's birthday. So thank you. I'm not sure how you heard about Callie's birthday, but yeah, our daughter, she just turned 9 on Saturday. So we'll make sure to get that to her. Thank you for sending that. It's fantastic. Who do you have?
We have Winston.
Winston?
Look at those eyes.
I'm hoping that the camera picks them up clearly, because when I watch back on the live stream, it's not near as crisp as this, but such beautiful eyes and the markings and the wave and the fur that is starting to come out.
So that's Jamie Lynn's puppy.
You can see the roan coming through
There she is.
in the nose and in the paws. It's hard to believe that, oh, big yawn. It's hard to believe that this and their paws are white when they're born, and that we struggle to figure out, are they a roan or are they not? But yeah, she is so cute. She is.
Taiga. It's Miriam.
Taiga. Miriam.
I've been practicing the Taiga.
Taiga.
She's so cute.
You can see a little younger. The litter. This litter's younger. With eyes.
Yeah, eyes are just kind of. They're just open, so they're just. You can see their little flaps compared to Winston, who's that little bit older, where his eyes are more wide.
Yeah, and the roan coming through in the paws again. Not as much.
Yeah, just being a little bit younger.
And another yawn. Today's the day for yawning. Oh, someone asked about the kitchen. How's the kitchen coming along? The kitchen's coming along good. We're getting close. Really, really close. One of those barking. We had to wait for a cabinet to get ordered in, and then another panel because of the change in the design a bit. But it's coming along. We're not done yet. I keep on wanting to make a video, but it needs to be complete before I make a video on it.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's where we're waiting and waiting and waiting. You got quite the voice there today, Mr. Winston, haven't you? This is Sophie.
It's Bernadette. Here's Sophie. And so you can see very clean look, right? No roan coming through. You can see in her nose, there's still pink there. The pink will fill in with black as they get older.
What are you saying? What are you saying?
Someone's being vocal here.
He is. What are you saying?
What are you barking at?
He's like, I like that one.
You're stealing the show.
That's all right. You can have it.
You're stealing the show. Really?
Do you know what? That never gets old for me. Like I've been doing this. We've been doing this for 8 years, and like when I hear them bark for the first time, it's the cutest thing ever, and it never gets old. Like that is so interesting.
Trying to chew on my finger. Hungry.
He's like, "Where's mom? Where's mom? I'm hungry."
Yeah. So. Yeah. So yeah. There's the kitties. You want to bring them out?
I'm gonna get.
Or you want to have the kids bring them out?
Yeah, you could. I'm gonna grab a couple more while I'm there.
Carol's saying, how old is Winston?
Winston is 3.5 weeks.
3.5.
3.5 weeks.
You have to ask Nicola these things. I'm not good with dates and weeks, and I was a lot better with it when I was not working, because I would see the dogs and the puppies, and now that I'm back to work, I'm not great at picking out. Oh, she's looking up in her book. Are you looking up in the book trying to find the exact date?
No, it's 3.5. It's 3.5. Oh. Yeah, it'll be 4 weeks.
Yes. Such heart. So cute. Yes, he's talking to us. He was quite vocal there. Such a cute little bark. It is. It's adorable seeing them. You know, people will ask about their individual personalities, and it's hard to say. Like, very few actually develop individual personalities, so they're very similar. But they get to be that age where they're starting to find their voices, and they are barking a little bit, and they're talking and growling at each other. The growls are the cutest. They're growling. Oh, someone just messaged me on our Facebook. Said, I am watching. Can I see Lester, please? Yeah, we'll bring Lester out. That's Cheryl. So we'll bring Lester through. At what age are they fully grown? I would say 10 months. It's hard to know. Like, they're like they'll grow tall wise and then they'll bulk out a little bit more. But yeah, I would say around there. So barking is too funny. Yeah. So yeah, while we wait for Nicola, here's Holly. We have Holly here. Holly. Hello. Want to say hi? Want to say hello? What you doing? What you doing, Holly? So yeah, that's Holly. So Holly's a blue roan, and she's just a sweetheart. So we've been working with her. She was having some issues with the family that she was in. They were finding that she was showing aggression towards them. So I think she's 3.5 now, which is very strange for a Springer to show aggression. So the family just said, we're not able to keep her. And they had talked about a rescue, and a couple rescues said, no, we're not able to keep her. And their vet was recommending euthanizing her. And we said, no, don't do that. So they reached out to us and asked if we could take Holly back. And we said, absolutely, 100% we'll take her back. So we've had Holly now for a week. And we haven't had any issues with her. We found she's quite nervous around different things. So it's just learning the triggers and stuff for her. But no, she's a sweetheart. We like having her. Cheryl is here too. Wonder about Lester.
Oh yes.
Yeah. She's adorable. Yes, she is. She's so cute. So she's a blue roan. She doesn't have any tri on her. Blue roan. My 2 Springers were puppies until age 4. Yeah, Darlene, some of them, they just run around and they're tearing around. It's like Holly. Holly, she'll run up and down the house, and she has her rope. So I've been playing with her rope, and I'll say, "Where's her toy? Where's her toy?" And she'll run around. So she'll search for her toy, and she'll grab onto her toy. I'll have both ends, and she starts to growl. And a lot of people, they think that growling is an instant, no, don't growl. Growling is totally okay. Growling is a form of them expressing themselves and them playing and getting that energy out. It's just making sure that growling isn't a dominance thing and isn't out of control. So for her, I encourage her to, let's play, let's tear the rope back and forth. And so we had a good play for, how long was it? 15 minutes? Mm-hmm. Back and forth, tearing back and forth. Yeah. And then she would grab it and she would growl it. And then I would say, leave it. And she would right away, she would drop it. And I'd throw it and she'd bring it back and forth. So yeah, don't be afraid of a dog growling.
Yeah.
When they're playing with their toys. That's totally normal.
Yeah. You just want them, if you need to be able to say, hey, stop.
That's enough.
That they're willing to obey, then yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that with our cane Corso or Connie Corso, our guard dog. I'll get her growling and snarling, and like mid snarl, I can be like, enough, and she's done. It's that dog knowing that they are not in control. That when we say it's done, it's done. Yeah. So, sad for Holly. Yeah. It's really good for Holly. It's the people that brought her back to us, love them. They're amazing people. We're so thankful that they gave us that opportunity. Nothing wrong with those people. We always tell people, look, if there are issues, we will take the dog back. We don't want a dog to have to get put down. There are things that happen in people's lives, and they're fantastic. They've been messaging us and wanting to know how she's doing, and we've been able to get them regular updates. And it was such a hard thing for them to have to do. I could tell they did it because they knew that's what was best for Holly, and they weren't thinking selfishly. So I have the utmost amount of respect for them for doing that. So yeah, we're working with her. We're excited. Darlene, get your baby, or my boys would say, let's tear it up, but in a good way.
Get your baby's my
Yeah.
line too. I always tell them, get your baby. Even Rogue, get your baby, get your baby. This massive 150-pound dog comes back with a stuffy. I'm like, oh, yeah, my baby.
Yeah,
James like, it's ridiculous.
ridiculous. I was just gonna say it's ridiculous. Yeah, this massive dog that's just carrying her little baby. And
But it's funny because like she's like that with me, but then when people show up, she goes, like she's like, oh,
Yeah.
oh, squeaker. I know.
who's squeaking?
This
Let's
is
introduce
Duke.
the squeaker.
This is I think she's Danny on here. I know it's Danielle. This is Duke from Aria's litter.
There's Danielle.
Yeah, okay, so we have 2 Danielles.
Yep, Danny.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So Roan.
Yeah, Danny.
Yeah. Lanu.
There's your boy.
There he is. Again, you can see the roan coming out in the paws.
And their eyes just opened this week, so you can see they're still kind of like almost hazy looking. It's just what happens. Yeah. And then that's Sully, that's Lori's.
Lori, there's Sully.
A little bit bigger.
Yeah. So a tri, black and white.
Mm-hmm.
You can see the tricolor in the eyebrows.
He's got a look like Mama. Reminds me of Juliet.
Yep.
Kind of look like his mom.
And he has a full tail.
Mm-hmm.
People will often ask us that. They'll say, how come some have a full tail and some don't? And it's because we're totally okay. If people want to have a full natural tail, we are okay with that.
Yep.
The breed standard is that they have a docked tail. That's still very legal in Ontario. And we don't have an issue with it. So we are okay with either.
Yeah.
So Danielle Fillier. Sorry we're late, but we're here.
Yeah, we'll get your boy in a sec.
Fenwick and Lester. I've got to grab Lester too. So.
All right, we'll take these guys back.
Yes. So where was I? My Brittany only growls when we're playing and definitely no aggression, just having a blast and no sign of teeth. Yep, exactly. 0 issues. We were talking with someone and they were saying that their dog was growling, and we said, okay, well, what are they doing? And it seemed to be to us that it was when they were playing, and we were like, that's okay, they're playing. Yeah, and then I mean, if they're grabbing the rope or whatever, they're gonna have their teeth. The other thing I've been working with Holly with, she's very well trained. She sits, she lays down, she'll take a treat. And what I like to do with all of our dogs is I'll get them to sit and then they get a treat, and I make them be incredibly gentle. So if the treat's here, they are slowly just grabbing it and like, don't touch my fingers ever with your teeth. And then, so it's very simple to do. You have them sit, you have their treat there, and then you say, no, gentle, and you pull it back a few times. And even if they are being gentle, just careful, gentle, and eventually they will take that cookie so that it's their teeth that are just touching the cookie, and they'll pull it away. So it's fantastic to do. Does Rogue ever play with the puppies? No, we don't have Rogue with the puppies. Rogue is too big. She, she's 140, 150 pound dog. And for her playing with the puppies, the risk of something happening with a 8-pound dog is just, it's not something that we're willing to take. So nope, we don't have Rogue with the pups. Rogue is wandering around the yard, and we have her at nighttime. She has her dog house and stuff, and can't wait to meet him. There's the white in the ear. Yeah, we had a friend of mine, Gary and Ellery. They got a dog that they named Goose, and Goose was born with his, can't remember his right or his left ear. I want to say it was his right ear was totally white. But now if you watch any pictures or any videos, there's just a hint of a little bit of white. It might even be completely black by now, but yeah, it's filled in. Yeah, we've got you, Danielle. We'll get Fenwick. They're also cute. Nate, do you do training in walking with the dogs? That's a good question, Nate. Actually, I know you put a wink, so I don't know if you're being serious. Yes and no. With Holly, I have been. I've had her walking right beside me, right beside my left leg on the leash. With our other dogs, nope, we don't.
Rogue, we did. We put a lot of
work.
working with her.
Yeah, with Rogue, we because we had that issue with people prowling around the property, and we think trying to steal puppies. That's why we got Rogue. So for months, we walked Rogue around the perimeter of our property, and she was right beside my left leg, healing. And I would stop, and she would sit, and then I would walk, and then she would go, and then I would stop, and she would sit. And so just making sure that she knew what the perimeter of our property is. Mm-hmm. And for the most part, she doesn't leave our property. Yeah. The breed is very territorial. They like their property, their land, and they don't like to go off of it.
Yeah. And the biggest thing I find is with any dog, like even with the Springers, you want to keep them right by your heel. A lot of the control issues are because people, either you have one of those extension leashes, or if you have a leash that's too long, even a 6-foot one is too much for them, especially as young pups. You want to, as you're walking them, get them right by you. You basically just give them like this much between their collar, harness, this much leash. And your hand. And you're holding the one part in one hand and the other in the other. And you get them right by your heel and walk with them. And that's how they learn to walk next to you. And at some point, you can just take them off leash and they'll stay right next to you. Like Rogue, when she's in walk mode, she doesn't go anywhere. She's right by our side. Yeah,
it's all small corrections. Yeah. You don't want your dog to have to be, pulling you down and then correcting it. You want that dog right beside you, and if they have the slightest bit of a pull, it's a quick snap, and then they're immediately in tune with you. And they should be all the time is watching you and seeing, okay, where are we going to walk? Where are we going?
Yeah, because they get distracted too. When they're walking, there's so much around them and they want to explore it. But your goal is when they're walking, they're walking. They're not exploring. This is not explore time. This is not play time. This is walk time. So you get them right by your heel so that they can focus on what they're supposed to do.
Yeah. Yeah. So
that's Lester.
Cheryl, here's Lester. Black and white.
He's roan.
Oh, is he roan?
Yeah, he
hasn't roamed out.
He's mild. He's definitely more mild compared to the other blue roan.
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought.
He's got roan. You can see the roan in his paws,
and
but he's definitely a little bit more mild.
But as they mature,
it does darken.
They'll fill in
just in comparison to the other one.
He's got a very nice blaze. It goes all the way back.
That blaze.
So
I love that blaze. It's so cute.
Yeah. So there's Lester. And you have Fenwick.
Yeah. John Holmes.
Yeah. You take Lester and Fenwick.
He's just liver tri. So he's got the tan markings on the face. He's not rolling white. Stay white.
And these are.
This is Danielle Fillier.
Fillier. Yeah, I was going to say it. Let me try not to botch that last name.
I know. I was so bad because I can't pronounce.
Is it Fillier or Fillier? Fillier.
Fillier.
Anyways, Danielle, here's your puppy. And Danielle, they don't live too far away from us, actually. Mm-hmm. So, and then super chat, Nate.
Hey, thank you. Thanks, Nate.
You are our second only ever super chat.
Thanks for that. That's really nice.
It's nice. We for those that are newer to the channel, we're just recently monetized by YouTube. Awesome. So for those that were watching our videos and you didn't have ads before, now YouTube puts the ads on there. So it's not good for you because you have to sit through the 5-10 second ad, but it's good for us. I think we've now been monetized for about 3 weeks. People are always curious. Big yawn. People are always curious about monetization and YouTube and how it works. And I think we're around $65 that we've made on YouTube in the 3 weeks. So not a crazy money maker, but it's nice to get something for the work that gets put in. And then Nate, there's a super chat that you can do there. So we're very appreciative of that. So that's awesome. Someone else, they asked, where did I see that? They asked if we still get paid if they skip the ads. Yeah, I think we get like a penny as opposed to like a nickel. So yeah, if you really like us, just sit through the ad. Don't skip it.
Just watch the ad.
Just watch the ad. But no, we are very appreciative of people watching it. That is how we are able to make an income and able to pour it back into the channel.
Yeah.
So we are thankful for that. So Nate, our beagle is terrible. Yeah, it's a beagle. So a lot of that is, you know, nose down and wanting and picking up the scent and wanting to go. But you could train that for sure. You could. It's just like I say, don't give a long rope. Don't allow them to be out in front. Have the loop end in your right hand and the leash in your left hand, and give like a foot between your hand and the collar, and don't let them pull. The second you feel pull, it's and breaking that I was going to say trance, but that
your aim is to keep them focused. Focus on walking.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Stacy says hi, Stacy.
Where?
Yeah, Stacy says hello, Nicola.
Oh, yeah, Nate.
I guess we're
are there major differences between male versus females? Size.
Your size is
the biggest.
Probably the biggest difference is the size.
Oh, they're hungry.
Yeah, they're all chewing away. Oh, gluttons.
Yeah, let's bring them back.
Okay, you answer that then.
Yeah. What were answering? Oh, differences, males and females. Size for sure. Males 50 to 55 pounds. Depends on the dog. Like I think it was Cooper. Cooper is a bigger dog. He's like 65 pounds, I think. But around 50 to 55, even 60 pounds, depending on their frame, is the ideal weight. And then females are about 10 pounds less. So, 45 pounds in around there. Nicola would disagree with me, but she's not here, so I'll say it. I think that males attach themselves better to females, and vice versa, females more to males. The dogs that I have found that have attached themselves to me, where have been my dog, have been female. But yeah, what other differences are there? Male is cheaper to neuter as opposed to spay. So if you're looking on a budget and you don't care, grab a male. It's less invasive. I think it's $100 or $150 cheaper. What else? Affection. Yeah, males
are definitely
more affectionate for sure. The maternal instinct is there with females, and I can't say that on YouTube. They don't the nickname for a female dog is for a reason, right? Because they can be more. Yeah,
I would say the majority are a little more than males. Like we have
not drastically though.
No, not drastically. Like Juliet and Amelia are sweethearts, and I've never seen that side of them. They're very, very sweet. But I think typically males.
And then Lily, we had Lily.
I miss Lily.
Yeah, Lily was an amazing springer. She was very sweet, very docile, and so much so that we've kept her line. Yeah. Because we want to keep that sweet, gentle spirit about her.
She was so the springers, we always hear back, they love the dirt and they love water. Not Lily. Lily was like, no, you're not putting me in water. You're not putting me in dirt. Like she would always walk to the lane. Yeah, very prissy. She'd walk to the laneway and we'd say, okay, everyone go in the fence. And she'd go, no, as if and give me these sad eyes. I'm like, okay, Lily, you come with me. Yeah. She's like, you just stay with me then. And she's like, okay.
Yeah. Nate's saying, how much of a backup do we have for the litters? My in-laws would love to get in line. We're saying right now, August to September. Yeah. People that are looking to get, or people that leave a deposit now, we'll be looking at August to September-ish. I mean, again, it depends on how many puppies a litter has, what people before do, whether they pass and want a certain gender, a certain color, a certain timing. And like I said before, we got, I think it was 15 people further down the last litter than we thought we would. So, I mean, it's potentially possible we could get one sooner. It's just It's just,
Yeah.
it all depends.
It changes letter to letter. Even people that are on the list will ask, "Oh, what number am I?" And I don't want to give you a number because it's really hard. Like it probably won't stay there. If I get through the list pretty quick, you would jump up the list or letter to letter.
A number is so relative, but just know we're not dishonest. The list, when you put your name there, it bumps up.
Yes.
It goes up with the list. But we always say to people, if you know you want one from us, get your deposit in there. Even if it's a year from now.
Even if you want to wait.
Get your deposit in there. We'll keep track of it. And then you have first pick when you're ready.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, that is then the price. We have people that have left a deposit a year ago, and the price a year ago is much different from the price of what it is now.
Yeah.
And so, get the deposit in there. If the deposit, we do have, when someone leaves a deposit, we want to know that they're in. Yeah. Not willy-nilly backing out. But
yeah, it just makes things fairer and easier for contacting people.
Yeah.
Because I'm more honest.
Yeah. So Nate's saying, what's the deposit? Deposit we have at $500 right now. Shoot us a message, Nate. Danny Leno, can you show Duke again? Do you want to grab Duke, or do you want to?
Yeah, I can go grab him.
Yeah. Danielle Fillier said, you got her name right. Yes, just in Melbourne. Yeah, Danielle, someone was asking, I think it was Miriam, was asking about people that were nearby. Nearby us. I was going to tag you and put your name in the post, but I didn't know if you wanted people to know where you live. But since you just said there where you live, Miriam, you can contact Danielle. We are okay. I'll just show my granddaughter the video later. Oh, no, it's okay. We've got Nicholas going out. She'll grab Duke. But yeah, there is a little bit of a delay between when you guys see it to when it's posted. So yes, we're not ignoring your conversation or your message. Yeah, what else? What else do we have on the go? Nicola made some notes. I didn't make any notes. Let me see what Nicola's notes are. Yeah, so as far as the new litter is concerned with Poppy, we are going to start contacting people shortly and working their way down the list. We always like to wait a few days just to make sure that everything is going to be okay with the pups before we start placing them. We would hate to have someone pick a puppy and then not make it. And the possibility is always there that the puppy could pass away from something. But if it's going to happen, it's typically going to happen in the first few days. So here's Duke. You can show Duke. She said, "Oh, never mind. She'll show her daughter later." But I said, "It's okay. We can."
It's okay.
So Danielle, I said to Miriam, she can look up Danielle, and then she said, "Oh, she responded to her."
Okay.
Yep. So, yeah. What else? What else do we want to talk about? We figured we'd make this about an hour. We're at 53 minutes here.
Wow. That's quick.
So we'll wrap things up here shortly. It looks like people have finished up with their questions, so that's good. Miriam, I don't know if you're still here, Miriam. I haven't seen you post in a while. But anyways, you had asked last time about the Canine Intervention Show. And yeah, we watched a few episodes of it on Netflix. And yeah,
I really liked it.
We liked it. It's very interesting.
Yeah.
It's most dog trainers are the same way. You have to think of how the dog thinks, because everyone wants to make a dog a baby. And while that's super cute, a dog isn't a baby. A dog is an animal. So you have to think how they're thinking.
And he actually did say on one of the episodes where there was one family, like she put I know that's not okay to put shoes on the dog when you take them outside, but like I think she had a stroller and everything, like just
it was over.
It was a little bit overkill.
Yeah.
And took the dog out and it had to have all this stuff when it went out. And he said, when you treat a dog like a human, it will treat you like a dog. And I just thought that was really good. It's a good mindset to keep, that, if you you have to treat the dog like a dog first, and then you can, you know, everything else, love and affection and everything goes with it. But
yeah, and a lot of people are like, oh, I want my dog to be my baby.
Yeah.
Which can be.
Yeah.
But it all you need to have some sort of respect or pecking order.
Yes.
You always want the dog to know that, okay, you're the boss.
Yeah.
You don't want the dog to be the boss of you.
So yeah, if you haven't watched that show, go check it out. It's on Netflix. It's really, really good. I really liked it.
Canine Intervention.
Yeah. There's on the side.
Yeah.
You got it.
Does Duke have any brown spots?
He has on his eyebrows.
Yeah, they're a lot
His face.
fewer on his face.
Yeah, and he will, as he gets older, he will probably get some on his paws through the road.
Any under the
Just
tail?
like that.
A lot of them, they have them under
Yeah,
the tail.
a little bit. But mainly on his face just now. As he gets older, he will probably get more, and then probably more around his nose as well. But he's just because he's so little. So the white is still pretty white on him.
Yeah. Yeah. So, all right. Well, we'll wrap it up there.
Yeah.
I think we've got everything. We talked about the gardens. Talked about the rototiller. That's so cool. It's so fun. We got the Kubota. It's a 2501, so 25 horsepower tractor. And
it's very handy around here.
It's very handy moving things around and
all the chores that we have.
Yeah.
It certainly makes life easier than doing it by hand.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
yeah, so we'll get a video out there on the tractor. I know some of you, you're just looking for the dogs, but
We'll try and keep it varied and
Yeah.
stuff. And
we'll also want to start posting things on homesteading and with the tractor and the gardens and more being more sustainable to ourselves. So people are saying thanks for the stream, thanks for the live stream.
Thanks for joining us.
Can't wait to meet you in person. Yeah, it'll be fun. I don't know if I'll be here, if I'll be at work or not. It depends on when your appointment is booked, but people always say, oh, it's so strange seeing you guys in person when they pick up their puppy. So thanks for sharing your life and your dogs with us. Oh, you're so welcome. Thank you. Thanks for you guys watching. Without you guys watching, it would be kind of pointless. So we're very appreciative. Thanks for doing this. We can't tell you how much we appreciate keeping us in the loop. Either he will, however, drink our built-in pool. Cool, cute. All right, well, we'll end it here. Thanks again. Thanks so much. Keep an eye out for our next video. Do you know what you're going to do it on? Have you figured out yet?
No.
Way to put you right on the spot with people watching.
There'll be a puppy update probably this week.
Yeah.
If it's weather's nice, maybe do some garden because we've got to get the ground and all the boxes ready. So
worked up.
Yeah, we're gonna
keep an eye out for that. All right.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.